Try to time that.
Yes, hello, it is I, Danhausen here. That's right, the Danhausen. Very nice, very evil. Love that Danhausen, so on and so forth.
Hey, this is Colt Cabana, professional wrestler and former professional podcaster.
This is the artist formerly known as Fandango, a.k.a. Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Captain Midnight.
This is former WWE superstar and the greatest European champ of all time, D'Lo Brown here.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet.
This is the king of NXT, Lexus. King?
Bro, it's Vince Russo.
What's the name of your thing?
The Fig Cave.
Tune into the Fig Cave.
You are listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
I love listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave Podcast. And you are listening to a podcast right now. It's the Fig Cave.
And this is the Fig Cave.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
You are listening to the Fig Cave Podcast
With my boys Phil, Tommy, and Nick. And if you're not listening, then you better recognize.
The Fig Cave Podcast, the best podcast out there today. We are the podcast with the most stuff. We have the podcast that's the most buff. And we are the podcast, if you listen to us long enough, you won't be able to get enough.
God bless America. Buy action figures. I hate pro wrestling.
If not, you're cursed.
Got it, bro? Good.
Here we go. Welcome to the Fig Cave special episode, ringing in the new year 2025 with my boys Tommy and Nick up in Connecticut. What's going on?
What up? Guys,
Yo,
Phil
yo.
wants us to get rid of that intro.
I do not. I love that intro. It's the best part of the show. After that, it's all downhill. You know, once they hear us talking. I don't want to get rid of it. Jesus Christ, man.
He thinks it's too long.
I think it's just a tad too. I think it like we could use
It's
it.
Buff
in, like,
Bagwell's fault. It's Buff
yeah,
Bagwell's
I
fault.
think it is. Once I get to Buff Bagwell.
Wait, Phil, are you not doing push-ups while it plays like me and Tom are
Yeah.
to get pumped up?
Here's the thing.
Got it.
When you're,
From the face.
when you're listening to a podcast, you have that feature where you can fast forward 15 seconds.
Okay.
Just hit that. It's 1 minute and 47 seconds. Hit
Maybe
that.
maybe because I'm sitting here and just like staring at YouTube for like a minute and just
Sometimes it's 2 minutes and 17 seconds if we run our ad for Bonobos.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite podcast ad. Like for the like
That or
5-6 years
Omaha
ago it was on
Steaks.
everything. Bonobos. Bonobos.com.
Russell Sticks Lawn is in the chat from Australia. What's up, man? What time is it in Australia? Holy shit. Chad and Rachel are here. Cool.
They're the same person.
So?
Chad Rachel.
I know.
Rachel.
I know. Three
I think it's Chad Rochelle, dude. I'm not sure.
Rochelle. 3 Christmas trees, 2 people,
And a smoker now.
One smoker,
Oh yeah.
2 briskets.
2
2
p.m. in
p.m.
Australia.
Good golly.
Throwing some shrimp on the fucking Barbie. Let's go. We're doing our ranking of the top independent wrestling figures of 2024. That includes retros and big rubber guys and figure collections and KWK and bell to bell and everything in between. A lot of different options.
Oh, I forgot
Everything
about
basically-
the bell ones.
Everything besides basically Mattel and Jazzwares, right?
And Hastel.
And no, I might have a
Yeah, that's-
grapplers and gimmicks on my list. I got a little bit of everything. A cornucopia of wrestling figures. Will Boberg in the chat, not to be confused with Bill Goldberg. I'm sipping on a little Dr. Pepper action. What are you drinking over there, Tommy?
Water. I'm trying to new year, new me. I'm not a big resolutions guy, but I do want to kind of hit the reset button here. I'm like the heaviest I've been since COVID.
Oh God,
Since before COVID, like probably since Logan was born. So I want to lose like 40 pounds. I'm going to do it by July.
nice.
I'm going to lose
So-
41 by June.
All right.
I'm doing
for you.
39. Price is right rules. I'm doing 39. No, I put together a list. Me and my wife and my son, we all put together. We went out for sushi on New Year's Eve. We all put together our lists. Got to be stuff measurable because I was like just spouting off stuff. I want to do more of this or I want to do less of that. And my wife was very right when she said you got to have it measurable. Some like, I want to be on the treadmill 3 times a week is what I decided. I'm going to play catch with Nash 3 times, something I can like keep track of, so it doesn't get pushed to the wayside. So
And it's got to be stuff that's like manageable. Like
yeah, you can't just say I'm going to not eat red meat for the whole year.
right,
I mean,
right.
some people could do that, but
One of my
I
things
did.
is
I
like,
did do a sober year. What was that? 2017. I did one full year.
a year. Wow, that's cute. Tom says.
No, but you know what I'm saying. I was just like, I'm not going to do it. Like, yeah, but I wasn't going through anything. I just was like, I wonder if I can do it.
Yeah,
oh, Will Goldberg, send me some of that Ozempic.
Oh, dude, how is that, Will?
I would love to get my hands on some, but it's fucking expensive. Even like all the advertisements for it and stuff. Like where you can go through like hymns or whatever, and they're like, oh, get it cheap here. It's fucking expensive, man.
And you got to wait 10 years when they lose the patent, and that
right.
Blue Chew ads.
Right.
Yep.
Skinny with boners.
Fucking crazy. But I've looked into it.
You gotta dude, look up all the Yale experiments and see if there's one that you get it for free.
But then I'll fucking die, or I'll grow like rat hands.
No, dude. A friend of mine is on like one of the. He has so many comorbidities that he gets it free from this thing at Yale.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. Somebody was like, your BMI is terrible. Your doctor will probably give you Ozempic to lose weight.
Yo, fuck every chart that has ever existed for what you're supposed to weigh.
I know.
Honestly, I don't like it. It's never been updated. It's not accurate to anything. And this is like a fat guy saying this, like, or a fat guy, then formerly a skinny guy, then a fat guy, then a skinny guy, then now just a dad, like 2 years into not working out.
Dad bod.
But it's just those things are such nonsense. They don't take anything into account.
Right.
You
Will Goldberg
got 10-pound dick. I mean, it really changes things.
Yeah. And then that messes up your knees because it's always banging into your knees.
Yep. So. Speaking of eating right and living healthy, Tom, you tried the Taco Bell nuggets or no?
I did.
I did too.
Okay. Oh, all three of us. Let's fucking go. Okay. I want honest thoughts from both of you.
Go ahead first, Nick.
They taste like they were made in like way too old oil at Applebee's on a Tuesday. They're fucking gross, dude.
Yes.
Now the sauces, that's gonna be a different part of the conversation. But those, dude, they're so bad. There's nothing like Taco Bell-ish about it.
No, nothing.
It's like the fries are like okay. It has a
Zest.
a zesty coating, and it's like it's cool. But the nuggets, it's just there's no love in there.
They're very
not battered.
Very
they're
bland.
not. They're just. Ugh.
A lot of people in our Facebook group were saying they got them and they were fresher than mine and they weren't bad, but mine were just dried out. They just tasted bowling alley quality. They were awful. I talked about the sauces last week. That was the best part. I grabbed a bunch of those extra ones because they have like a fire Hidden Valley Ranch and like a jalapeno honey mustard.
What's the Zesty Bell? Is that what it's called?
That just tastes like taco seasoning and like but it was good.
But that's good. Yeah, no, I put that on other stuff.
I got fucking gypped on the sauces. I drive off. I open my bag.
No,
they just gave me regular ranch, like in a plastic ramekin thing.
Oh my gosh,
dude! I asked for like the ranch sauce. I was very disappointed. But yeah, they were nothing special. Like I probably would not ever get them again. Chick-fil-A has better nuggets. McDonald's has better nuggets.
Oh God, I could
don't
name
know
10
if
places.
Burger King has better nuggets, but Wendy's definitely does.
Burger King, even there was like I think at one point they were like 20 for $2. They still like were not worth it.
Yeah, they're trash. Those are like microwaving like Tyson chicken nuggets. The Burger King ones.
No.
It's too bad because I usually like all like the specialty Taco Bell things. Like again, like the chicken taco, unreal.
Yeah.
Just use that chicken. I don't understand why they just didn't go with what people love. Like just make it into nuggets.
They need to just I mean, it has nothing to do with like their style of food. So I don't understand that they're just trying to pull customers away from other places, but just stick to what you know. Stick to what you know.
Actually, what's your go-to Taco Bell item?
Chalupa.
It used to be the Baja chicken gordita. That was the fucking best.
Give me the deep fried taco shell, man. The chalupa.
Yeah.
With steak.
I love the gordita, but it's not even on the menu anymore, right? It's just the real thick flour one.
Yeah.
But I'll take like I did the nugget meal, and they gave me a chalupa, So I had ground beef. Because I don't eat vegetables, guys. Ground beef, shredded cheese, chipotle sauce, and then I got some potatoes on there.
Oh, they do.
That's
good
a meal, dude.
potatoes, Taco Bell.
The potatoes are pretty great. Not the fries, but the potatoes.
What was the one that had like a hard shell wrapped in like a soft shell with cheese in between it?
Just a double decker with the
Yes!
refried beans in between.
Do they still make that?
Yeah.
No,
They still make that?
isn't that the cheesy gordita crunch?
No, it's just a double decker taco.
Double decker,
Oh.
yeah. That's what I remember being called. That was great.
Yep.
I actually drove through the drive to today for lunch,
Yeah.
and I drove through the drive-through, and I was like, let me get 4 of those Doritos Locos, like just regular tacos, and they told me $16. And I just drove through and didn't even stop. Didn't even.
You know, you had to pay it forward by.
I thought they would be like a $2 or something.
No, because they used to be like negligibly higher than the regular hard tacos. But the hard tacos are expensive. Like when I was very picky, I would get the 3 taco meal. I'd get 3 chicken soft tacos and a drink, and it was what, $6.50?
I was gonna say around 5 or
now
6.
it's I think it's 9, maybe over just over 10. That menu's insane now.
You get screwed now if you don't do a meal at like one of those boxes at Taco Bell.
Dude, the quesadilla and a soda is like $12 now.
Yeah, unbelievable.
No, dog.
I never felt anything from Taco Bell as far as like, that's the joke. Like I've never like had an upset stomach from any kind of Taco Bell.
The podcast that I reference all the time, the All Fantasy, that I think that was like that was either the first or their most popular draft. Like in the first year, they drafted the Taco Bell menu.
Oh wow, nice! That's a good.
The number one pick was a bean burrito, and they were like, "What? Why
bean burrito?"
They were like, "Oh man, you're playing with your heart. You're not playing to win. You're not playing for a championship. You're playing for."
I do get that potato soft taco sometimes. It's like $1.50 or $1.99 or something.
It was $1.50.
Yeah.
I miss the chili cheese burrito.
Yeah, they've had so many good. That's the thing. They could just re-release all the good stuff they've made and just have unlimited like new things instead of just making nuggets. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I didn't mind the breakfast here and there.
Yeah, breakfast was
but
good.
you were going to have stomach issues.
I've never had the breakfast.
Oh man, it was good. It was just like a breakfast burrito you would make at home, but way better because it's not made by you.
I would get the crunch wrap where it was just basically a very wide hash brown with
a folded
cheese
in,
meat. Yeah, it was perfect.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Oh come on, Will Budberg. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna talk about wrestling figures. We do that every week. Come on, man. We do food talk.
13 minutes in. Usually we're like 16 or 17 minutes in before we start talking figs.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on. The people chatting with us and making fun of us are part of our Patreon. Starts at $1 per month. Patreon.com/figcave. To join up, we got some bonus episodes that we do. You get access to our Facebook group to buy, sell, and trade with all the folks there. Had some glowing endorsements on the Facebook group because I posted about my son's Ninja Turtle figures, which are awful. He tried to do like a super kick or move the legs out to the left or right, and the hips basically got stuck, and like I could feel it. If I were to move it back, they were about to pop off and break. And Kyle Peterson made a video about some Seth Rollins top picks figure that was doing the same thing to him. And somebody in our group was basically saying, yeah, I boil all my figures now in like hot, not boil, I just put them under hot water and it loosens up the joints. But this Vietnam factory, I've never had that. And like he almost broke the leg on that Roman Reigns $100. He was like bending it, and me and my wife were like, no, it was close.
What Roman Reigns is $100?
The Ninja Turtles one
on
eBay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah. It's crazy. Maybe not anymore. Maybe that was a Christmas thing, but it's expensive. But we were able to get them all loosened up because of our awesome Facebook folks. I think it was Shannon Kegel. That said it. Yeah. Kegel. Like Eagles, but Kegels.
Like pussy exercises.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Phil learned to boil. You ever had boiled peanuts, by the way? Speaking of boiling things.
I have had boiled peanuts.
I have, and that's it. That was the one time.
Yeah, one time.
That's big down south.
Yeah.
Big.
They're gross.
Too high of the sodium.
No, it's not that.
They're just gross.
That's not the consistency I want.
Like something, yeah, they're very mush. Very mush.
When I put nuts in my mouth, I want them to be hard.
Oh, can we clip that?
Yeah.
Clip that audio?
Yeah. If I knew how to edit, yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's get into the news of the week before we do we're going to do our resolutions for the year, collecting resolutions, and we're going to do our top 5 independent wrestling figures of 2024. Let's get into our slideshow news.
Bring it on up.
Newsy type thing. So this is something we've been talking about for a long time. Coco Beware. This was announced by Ringside, which was kind of odd. Coco Beware and Tito Santana both signing Legends deals. What do you think about Ringside announcing this? Is this something they got word from Mattel on, or what? Because it's pretty sweet. Both of these guys have been a long time since we've gotten any kind of WWE figures from.
Figures are the only reason you should be excited about these two guys signing.
Yeah.
I don't think they were the ones who actually announced it. I think they just kind of ran with it. I think there was an announcement. Like, I don't know if Tito was on a podcast. The Major Brothers were talking about it, where one of them said it, and they said that it was him and Coco, or vice versa, whatever said it. I believe. I know Tommy from Legal will correct us, but we need a Coco Beware figure.
Like, we do.
Absolutely. Is that James Ware of Grapplers and Gimmicks? That's James Ware?
Yeah.
It is. How did you know? Say it, one of the same.
Coco Ware?
Yeah.
See, Mitch Craig. Oh, where is it?
Martel
Tito did an interview.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I need to find that podcast if I ever have trouble sleeping at night. That'll be a listen.
Chico.
Not the most exciting person to listen talk. But I am excited about this. He's saying Rick Martel should be soon.
Is that confirmed, or is that like,
I don't know? Mitch Craig always.
I think he said he should. I think he should.
He should. Yeah. But I need that El Matador, that WrestleMania 9, baby. Give me that.
Yeah, I need that for the eventual Survivor Series 90 display.
Yep. Was he El Matador 90?
Yep.
No. 90,
really?
No.
Yes.
Wow, they had that gimmick for a while.
He 100%. No, Strikeforce is like through 88.
I think he still wore the Strikeforce tights though.
I have to pull it up. Pull up a picture of that.
I'm working on it.
I'm pretty sure he's Tito in this Survivor Series 90.
I wouldn't be surprised. It is crazy that they both had that gimmick, but Coco Beware, obviously with the Jim the Anvil figure that came out, is going to pair perfectly in that kind of same outfit. I mean, you already have the tooling set for that. So the Puma says white trunks.
Yep.
For Tito.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry,
it's
guys.
okay. I was going to say that El Matador gimmick. I don't remember it being that long, but he was regular Tito.
I had the picture up.
Put a Tito head on Los Matadores elite. That's a good call, Will Boberg. But nevertheless, we're loving seeing all these new names added to the Legends list. These guys will fit in nice to that Legends target line. I don't think either of these guys really deserve an ultimate, but I can see us getting a bunch of figures of some of their characters. So
Coco Beware ultimate would be fun with the
Get
bird.
out of here.
Some loud gear. Nick would have to get it signed.
Stop. He would not. No, he has not won. He never won a single title.
Yeah. No,
these are people that absolutely do
he's
not.
He's no gobbledygooker. I mean, come on.
Yeah, gobbledygooker never won a title.
He was in the first match ever on Raw against the Undertaker. No, against Yokozuna. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people. CollectMajor.com. I think this is series 11 of the Big Rubber Guys. Rick Martel, Missy Hyatt, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson from their Brainbusters days. I don't know what titles those are they come with, but I believe they're
TV title for AA and then the national title.
Oh, wow.
Which is, it's weird because it's the exact same template as the TV title that Arn has. Yeah. It's literally
just different
same
color.
ribbons and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, these look cool though, man. The Martels, they all look great, but the Martel is the one that really stands out. You get that arrogance. That's kind of the motto type of gimmick.
I hope to God this means Rick Martel is doing signings.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he's one of those guys that like has not been around. Nobody knows what he's doing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now he's, now if he's getting this figure, he's got that grapplers and gimmicks figure coming out. Like he should be doing the circuit, I would think, but Would love to get. I know it's a big, high-priced item, but I would love to get that elite signed by him.
Do not. Don't. If they sign him, they're going to re-release.
Oh
that
yeah,
real quick.
absolutely.
Yeah, because that is a money figure. Yeah.
Arn and Tully are definite for me here, and I'm about 70-30 on Martel.
Probably get the set. Probably get
those
the
are
set.
up until January 31st up for pre-order on collectmajor.com. So grab them there. My big rubber guy Macho Man from WrestleCon fell off my shelf the other day, completely cracked the plastic because it doesn't sit flat. I guess the newer ones now have a better case to them.
Like
so I don't know
an
if
extra foot kind of in the front.
I can probably just replace that, right, with another one with a newer type case. Okay.
I would message Kinect and say which one you have and which one you can get.
Okay.
No, because he'll tell you because they are different. They're not all the same.
Okay. Yeah.
There's different layouts for them. Like the inner bubble that goes behind Flair won't fit.
I don't want any handouts.
The sticker, like the WrestleCon logo, wasn't on that, right?
Yeah,
on the shell that broke.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
sucks.
You have to melt it off, put it on a new one.
Yeah. I'm not selling it. I don't care. I might be out. That's one of my upcoming resolutions. I might be out of the Macho Man game.
Ooh.
In 2025. We'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah.
More major.
Captain Shoes Bendy from Collect Major. This is their new partnership with Garage Beer, which I don't think I've ever seen that brand. Definitely never tried it.
I don't think it's in Connecticut, right?
Nah, it's Jason Kelsey's brand, I think.
Well,
I think he has something to do with it.
Okay.
I think both brothers are like heavy investors in it.
Oh, that's a good reason not to drink it, but
I'd
be willing to try it.
Jason's
all right. Yeah. I actually don't know either of them personally, but this figure looks cool. This is one of their best-selling bendies, the original Captain Shoes, the gimmick he stole from Nick. Comes with the kind of captain's hat and the a hose wrapped around him, some like swim trunks. The packaging looks great.
Is this his third bendy?
This is
Second.
third bendy.
Third. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I was gonna say no. I knew he got a repaint, but
he's got more bendies than freaking Matt and Brian. Heels and Faces. This is a variant of the Kevin Sullivan retro figure from Heels and Faces. Comes with a looks like a python or a snake around his neck. Bloody variant.
Very similar shape that the Jake Hasbro too.
Yeah.
And the I love the black and white face paint. It's pretty scary looking image there of Kevin Sullivan. And then we had just dropped today a 2-pack Public Enemy. I believe that's more from their ECW look. And I always liked those guys until they got to WWE and really never did anything, but they were cool in WCW.
Are you grabbing either one of these?
No.
Nick?
No.
The Kevin Sullivan looks cool, but I don't remember like what that gimmick's from.
That's before
our time.
Yeah.
But
mid 80s.
I'm open for big things from Heels and Faces in 2025. I really hope those 6-inch figures. And speaking of 6-inch figure, this might be more than 6 inches. Don't clip that either. King Kong Bundy elite style figure from Zombie Sailor. And this looks like a far along, I don't know, prototype or what this is, but this is like a black singlet. Looks perfect. I mean, you were saying the hands, Tom, look a little weird. Are they too big or too small?
There's just something about the way like the wrist tape doesn't blend right into
like a
the
different
wrist.
Size.
Does that make sense? I don't really know how to describe it, but it's definitely it's the way the wrist tape looks on the wrist, and then
like it doesn't need to be molded. It looks like it's a separate mold somehow. Yeah,
it doesn't merge into the hand smoothly.
The hands are probably removable, I would assume. Probably removable hands. But I like the size of like the legs and the arms look like not just a regular elite. It's definitely bigger in size. Definitely going to be getting this as a member of the $1 million corporation. I need this.
Mm-hmm.
But looks great.
I think my issue is the legs are big, but the legs like why? It looks like the top half is sitting on somebody else's legs.
I see that now that you said that.
His hip should just go into his leg. It shouldn't like. It's not Humpty Dumpty. Like
Yeah, well, he was built like Humpty Dumpty, dude.
Yeah, but his hips would just go into his legs. They wouldn't like.
Yeah,
come
I see what
in,
you're saying.
know?
Yeah.
But the rest I'm good with, except the two things we pointed out. But it's
Also, the legs are kind of posed like it's like a stat. It doesn't look like a figure where like the legs are kind of posed out, like unless he's bow legged. I don't know, but it looks good.
I'm getting a very Krang vibe.
It does have very Krang vibes.
I have a
to
Krang vibe from this,
or Kingpin from.
Well, that's I mean, that's Krang and Kingpin had a baby. It would be King
get me
Kong
the
Bundy.
Double J and the Pillman.
Yes, just put them all. I guess they're all in the same series. Is he just gonna have a series of those?
I assume.
Wish we knew somebody that worked with Zombie Sailor that could tell us. But once that drops, it's gonna change everything, really. Because no one has attempted. None of these other companies have gone after Mattel's bread and butter, the 6-inch Elite figure, right? I mean, I would assume it's going to be the hardest. Oh,
yeah, that's true. Who that was that? Cello.
Okay.
Power Town with the thigh gap.
Yeah. Power Town's kind of the closest we have, but they didn't make a figure last year, so they don't really count.
No.
I tried to look up. I was trying to add them to the top 20 of 2024, and they didn't make a figure in 2024.
No.
La Puma has a good point. They should have done no eyebrows. I'm assuming they'll do a no eyebrow variant because that's how he looked in the WrestleMania. When did he fight Hogan? WrestleMania 3?
2.
Nope.
2?
2.
That I know.
Okay.
And then he's fucking doing the 6-man with the short fellas.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
right.
Hogan Stars and Stripes bobblehead from Foco, one out of 124, and then a 1 out of 100 Brutus the Barber Beefcake magazine collection bobblehead. I can't imagine anyone collects Brutus the Barber Beefcake stuff, but I guess people do, right?
Brutus the fucking Barber.
It's never. If you ask me to name like 200 wrestlers, like I don't think I would ever think of him.
Oh, 100%. I think
seriously?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love.
I can't think of a fucking single. What move did he do? What was he known for?
The sleeper.
His finisher was a sleeper.
God.
Dude, he would strut. He would cut.
Oh, dude, I do remember the strut. I do remember the strutting and the cutting.
When he had the hedge clippers, he just cut off Sherry's pony. Like,
yeah.
But our buddy La Puma is right. This Hulk Hogan does look pretty sick. Does look nice.
I assume that Cody cannot be far behind, right?
Yeah.
Cody?
Because remember he was on that shirt last year for WrestleMania 39? Yeah.
I know, it's supposed to look like WrestleMania 7.
Oh, we're having fun. Mitch Craig brought it up. Pillman, Double J, Abdullah the Butcher, and Bundy. That's a pretty stacked lineup. Question is, when do we get if that's the first series, when do we get the second series? If Jesus Christ, Marley's gonna be graduating from high school. Shit. Oh, but I guess we can't rush perfection.
Dude, there's one guy in the Major Pod group that just like every chance he gets, he just goes after Zombie and Josh. It's just like he's so mad that he put the CM Punk back up for sale. He's just like he's a liar person, and he just will not like let up. And everybody's so sick of his sick of it. Just nobody even participates in the conversation. He's trying to go to someone and commenting. Everybody's just like, nope, I'm good.
I'm good, man. Is that all the news we have?
That's
for this
all
week?
for news.
Wow.
I mean, there was some stuff from like Latuni and like it's the other one there that's doing the Galoobs. Can't think of their names, but they're Top Rope Collectibles. It's not like I don't know.
Title Run Toys, is that what it is?
Title Run Toys, yeah. Those dudes that made the ones that look like the Legos. You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember the name of those.
Oh yeah,
either.
they made like an ET
Stone Cold ET, which I believe
ET?
I don't maybe somebody in the chat can let us know. I don't know where that Stone Cold ET like gimmick came from.
No, I don't know either. I saw that. Do you know what that is, Nick?
No. What?
No,
I've seen it
like
in the video
Stone Cold ET figure.
Like that's a thing in the like community creations of like WWE 2K.
But okay.
I've never I didn't know if that came from somewhere else. You know what I mean?
It's like Big Chungus.
What?
Is Chungus?
Oh.
You don't know Big Chungus?
No, I never heard of Big Chungus.
It's the fat version of Bugs Bunny in all the cartoons when he was a fat guy. It's like, but it's like a running shit. Like it's just called the Big Chungus. So it's like a running thing.
Oh, that's funny. How about the combination nobody asked for? Rush and Grapplers and Gimmicks making Return of the Living Dead figures, which I guess a lot of people like. I don't know if I've ever seen that movie, but they have a pretty cult following. So, I guess it's cool. It's not something that I would buy or really have any interest in. I'm not a big horror. I really just collect wrestling figures like you guys. But do you know anybody who's into like these kind of? I'm sure like our buddy Dougie Nunya, he's big into horror type of figures.
I mean, there's a lot of people that buy those NECA ones. Tommy buys some of those.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to be buying these, but
I don't think so.
Nope. I don't think so, pal.
No, I guess there's a market for it, and they have the license.
I'm not trying to shit on it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's another one of those things that, and I had this conversation with Sal, way back when he did not like us, and I just was like, dude, what you're doing is fine. You want to do horror, but like, why? Sell me on why, and he would get mad. Sell me on why I want horror things in a Hasbro retro scale.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the appeal? Like, it's just like, hey, these are these monsters, and now you can get them in this version of toy. Like,
yeah,
why do I need it in that scale? Is there something it can go with? It's not wrestling that we grew up with it, so we love this scale. He didn't really have an answer, but whatever.
Yeah, our interest in the Hasbros is tied to the nostalgia of the wrestlers that they're portraying,
Correct.
Not just it's not just the size of a figure. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure, like Boberg says, the NECA ones do really well.
Yeah.
So
and I don't know what he does for like his real job, his shoot job, but Sal has these connections, and I think that's what it is. I think Mitch is using. Everybody's wondering why Mitch, who has seemed to, I don't want to buy him, but he has seemed to really improve in the last year. I mean, Phil likes his machos. Like, he has really come a long way since the smoke train and some other things.
Yeah.
Gold paint aside, he has really improved on the figures. I think his carding's still weird, but that's his own thing. Whatever. Same as Latuni. Like, Latuni shocked everybody with kind of how they were, but the card still looks like shit. Sorry. But everybody's like, well, why is he working backwards? Like, why is he working with Rush? But I don't know what Sal does, but he has these connections. Like, if you look at his history with his other art and his other projects, the other things he's worked on over the years, like, there's micro brawlers that you might have that he designed. There's a bunch that he designed.
So he's kind of, I guess smart to partner with Clappers and Gimmicks because, he's getting the production out. You get the name signed, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
That was my biggest question, actually. I was going to bring that up. Is like, why? Like, Mitch is obviously very tuned into the community. Like, why would you sign on to this with this guy? So,
I mean, they work together. They are friendly. I mean, again, like,
they work.
Sal did the first. Sal designed the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd want to own up to that anymore, but he did design the first one, and there's all the stories that he let Mitch go first with production, and then so whatever their old relationship, they're obviously still like chummy at least. But yeah, I think it's Sal's connection to that world, and I don't know if that's part of the whole. I don't know if it's the same production company that they have the rights that the people that are doing the Winnie the Pooh one that he's doing, but the Winnie the Horror Pooh, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, that's. Yeah.
But again, I don't need it. It's not for me.
Well, I mean, there must be a market because Zombie is doing the Evil Dead. Was it Evil Dead figure?
Evil Dead, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess you could have a whole little, and then Rush is doing the monsters. So, a whole little collection of monster figures.
Yeah, it does seem like people are buying them. So,
I'm not going to figure shame anybody. Collect whatever you want to collect, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
The horror genre, there's so many different movies you can go with.
Chris Van Vliet looks so fucking weird. Please let him sign with somebody else that will do it correctly.
Who's that?
Chris Van Vliet.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's a prediction or a resolution or what, but I need Jim Cornette to sign with one of these companies, man. So much money to be made. So many different figures.
What is he? Just get so much money from FTC that he's just like.
I think he's done. I think he's like on the last couple podcasts. He said, "This is it. I'm signing the last batch of figures, and then we're done." So I'm hoping it's like clearing the way for him, like signing with somebody else. Oh, by the way, I know you guys don't listen to Cornette. He does like an omnibus episode, like at the end of the year, of like a bunch of clips all together. And there's a 4-hour episode of all like the food debates and like arguments that him and the other guy have gotten into over like the year. It's a great listen. They'll be talking about like a AEW match, and then one of them will bring up like pizza, because one's from New York, and then obviously Cornette's from Kentucky or the South or wherever he is, and they'll just like argue about pizza for like fucking 25 minutes, and Cornette will shit on New York, and it's a great fucking listen. They just talk, then it goes to the next clip, and they're talking about pretzels or barbecue or something. It's a good listen.
Alejandro jump in on the pretzels.
Oh, he should. He's the pretzel master. Also, I've been watching, this is off topic too, we usually do this at the end of the podcast. Mr. Beast has a reality show on Amazon Prime. You have to fucking watch this show, dude.
It's getting a lot of flack, isn't it?
Oh, really? For
I
what?
think so. I don't know for sure, but
He was for that one person on the show that was a predator.
Oh, one of his buddies or something.
Yeah, some months back.
I don't know.
Is it
turn on the show, but
is it like contests or is it like following him around?
Starts with 1,000 people basically on these little platforms, and it whittles down to like 500. Then now it's
his
down.
Squid Games bullshit.
It's basically Squid, but some of the contests they put these people through are diabolical. Like they partner them all together, and they think, "Oh, I want to partner with all my friends." And then he tells like all the teams, like, "Okay, you're voting one of these people off." It's more complicated than that, but it's like I've been brought to tears like a couple of times during the last couple episodes, because some of the people are like, they basically, just to sum it up, one of the contests was they split into 4 groups, like 100 people in each group, and they all had to nominate one guy to represent them. So 4 of the people go up on this podium, and basically Mr. B said, "Okay, you 4 people, I'm going to give you whatever amount of money it says on this counter behind you. You get that money, and you get to stay in the game, but everybody, all 100 people on your team are kicked off. They're done. But you get to stay, you get the money." And this thing went up 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. It goes up to $1 million, and none of the 4 people took the money, and like just because they didn't want to screw over these other people. But $1 million for me, I'm screwing over both of you guys for sure. I mean, I don't.
You guys understand, yeah.
I have no qualms about it, but it's a cool show. I recommend it, as much as I don't like Mr. Beast, but it's pretty creative.
What is it? It's just the revenue from his channels?
I don't know where he gets the money, because the winner of the show gets $5 million, and now the third episode.
It's crazy how this streaming shit works. Like how he
gets like 15. He gets more views than most TV shows, I would assume.
Crazy.
But the next episode, he's giving away a $1.8 million island to one of the contestants, and it ended with like all the people that wanted to participate like volunteered. And they were like, "Okay, what do we have to do?" And they're like, "Oh, you're playing hide and seek." And then this helicopter comes and drops off like 4 Navy SEALs, and like, "Okay, you got to hide from these Navy SEAls. The last one to get caught wins the island." I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be cool." So it's pretty interesting. All right, we want to do our top 5 independent wrestling figures of 2024.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it. Okay, I went first last time, so I will go. Not first this time. Nick, or Tommy, do you want to go? You want to go first?
Tom,
I can go.
So this is basically anything that's not Mattel, not Jazzwares. It's the smaller companies that we talk about every week on this podcast. All different styles of wrestling figures, not just retros or bendies and all that kind of stuff.
All right. I'm kicking off. I actually have mine in order this week. Number 5, I'm going with this Bobby the Brain Heenan, the black suit Bobby the Brain Heenan from Epic Toys Retro, with the mic, red tie. It is the announcer Bobby the Brain Heenan that you remember, that unfortunately we never got as a Hasbro, and we should have. I cannot believe how well that figure came out. Number 4, they're behind me over here. The Big Rubber Guys Road Warriors. That set blew me away. I was ready to just stick to like Flair and kind of ease my way out of Big Rubber Guys. And then I got that set, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna get the guys that I really like. That set is phenomenal. Number 3, I got Power and Glory Heels and Faces.
Nice.
Just an unbelievable 2-pack. The number 2 San Diego Comic-Con Ric Flair, the bloody one.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Great pose, great blood on it. I'm excited actually to see when their evergreen Flair comes in with the belt. Excited to grab that one. And then my last one is the Macho Man figure collections, FC Toys, Wrestle Something Wrestlers, the one based on the hockey game, because that was a look I think none of us were expecting. It's a look that doesn't necessarily get a lot of pomp and circumstance, no pun intended.
Oh, I like that.
And I think it just came out immaculate.
That and the Bobby Heenan are on sale right now on shop.figurecollections.com. And if you use code FigCave, you get 10% off both of those.
Hell yeah.
All right, Nikki, you want to go? I like
Sure.
this countdown because there's so many different options. There's not going to be much overlap. I hope I hope it doesn't seem like.
All right, if I was more into Bone Crunchers, I just didn't collect at that time, but the Macho Man is like my honorable mention for sure.
Nice.
I'm going to say number 5, and this I had to just look at the date to make sure, but the Junk Shop Dog, the Ichiban Hogan, is my 5.
Nice.
Probably number 4. I'm going to do the One Man Gang from Zombie Sailor.
So good.
I can't show it off because Marley stole it and calls it Dad. So that doesn't make me feel great.
Oh no, that's
so. Next I'll put Hercules from Zombie. I packed 1 million of them, so I'll and by the way, this is another honorable mention would be that I don't know if you just want just packaging is that Cardona Gauge 2-pack. It's so good. It was like an honor to pack that up and send it off. It was like to do like the shipping and kind of like we were kind of like test fitting boxes. So
yeah,
it was kind of cool. And then just because everybody else picked LOD, I'm gonna pick the Powers of Pain as my number 2 from Major, the Big Rubber Guys. And if I had them, and even though I think they might be 2023, but I don't have them. But those Epic toys, the 2-pack, those look so good. I wish I had them. And number 1 is going to be Magnum TA, Big Rubber Guy. So cool. Just like, dude, the chest hair, the mullet, the mustache, like it's just perfect.
Very nice. Very nice. Did you have any Big Rubber Guys on your list, Tommy? I missed it.
Yeah, I had the bloody San Diego Comic-Con
that's right.
and the Road Warriors.
Okay. All right, cool. On number 5, I have the Macho Man Grapplers and Gimmicks retro figure. You put out 2 different sets. One is the black and white from WrestleMania 9. The other is from WrestleMania 8. I'm going with that gold from WrestleMania, his retirement match. Number 4, Comet Kid KWK figure. My son also stole that figure from me, just like Marley stole it from you. But that's a great figure that Sean put out from KWK. Amazing. The Macho Man, like you said, the figure collections is number 3 for me. The hockey one with the pink and yellow kind of top. Number 2, MLW Jacob Fatu figure. I am so close to buying that because I'm a huge fan of his, and I don't know when we're going to get the Elite. I forget. I think that's Boss Fight that makes that.
Yeah.
And then
I heard you watch every SmackDown now going, I love you, Jacob.
I love you, Jacob. I love you, Jacob. Number 1, I'm going to go Legion. I guess it's not Legion of Doom. I guess it is Road Warriors, Big Rubber Guys, number 1. But I will put a honorable mention to LOD Bell-to-Bell figures from Ringside Collectibles. They were much better than I thought they would be. And I think they were on sale from Ringside for like less than $20.
No, they never dropped. Everything else did. They
No?
did not. Yeah.
Really?
Because I was like, if they were close to 20, I would have bought them.
Oh crap! Yeah, you're right.
Funny how picky we get. Like, oh man, I just can't swing that. I just can't swing that. Oh, $17 for lunch? Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. But no, I cannot swing $30 for a figure.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're up to $37.99 now. What?
Yes, folks, the ringside sale is over.
I was just gonna bring that up because I was debating with you guys. I had all those AEW figures for $1.99, $2.99 in my cart, and did not pull the trigger because one of my resolutions this year is to not buy things I don't need, which I'm sure everybody listening can relate to and wants to do.
Oh yeah. I
But I
ordered
don't
33 of them.
I don't collect. Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't collect AEW figures. I have no place for them, and I don't really like any of the people that I would have bought. I'm not really fans of theirs, so it was just because they were cheap. We did. I don't know if we talked about this last week that we put in a huge order with some of the. We did talk about it. Some of the Fig Cave members for some of those figures because I think we got like close to 40 or 50 figures for $110, which was nice. So yeah, I didn't pull the trigger there, but that, I guess we can go right into resolutions. That's the big one for me is like some of these cheap Target Legends that are on sale that I already have. I just can't add extra stuff that I don't have.
It's hard because you love the Legends and then they get cheap. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know what you're supposed to do. This round doesn't seem like it's going to drop. I mean, they were on sale several times, but I'm not seeing any on clearance. It seems like most of them cleared out of the stores.
Yep, and the ones I still see, they're still like $11.99 for the Anvil, so not going down to $6. But yeah, I'm just gonna. It's hard, especially when Ringside does these sales or somebody posts something in our Facebook group for a good price. Somebody in the Major Pod group needs cash now. JG Wentworth style.
It is. There, people are having fire sale. Well, they think they're having a fire sale, and they list 50 things up there, and then none of them are really that good of a deal.
Yeah, I hate that. That doesn't happen.
Give me a reason to I'm not like.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of it,
you're hitting up everybody after Christmas. Like people don't necessarily want to buy stuff. You got to give them a reason to buy stuff.
Exactly. So, any resolutions you guys want to share for your collections? That time you talked about some Hogan stuff.
Yeah, just kind of trimming the fat, man. Like I feel like I just have so much, even when they are on sale. Like you guys said, like it's hard to not buy them, but at the same time then it's like, well, now I have this whole shelf of Hogan's behind me. Sorry, LaPuma, I know you're listening, but I have this whole shelf of Hogan's behind me, and it's like I really only care about like maybe 5 of these Hogan's figures. Like it's hard to justify. Like I need a classic Hogan, like a classic 90s Hogan, an NWO Hogan, maybe an 80s Hogan, and that's I think it. Like that's 3. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I am trying really hard just to not buy as much is my resolution.
I mean, I took Elites down huge like this past year. Like did not buy nearly as many as I was buying as Ultimates are always going to be my focus. Truett is just on me to, he's like, dude, you gotta start opening. Mm-hmm. He's like, sell what you want to sell. He's like, if you have multiples, you have 7 of John Cena, like sell 5, keep one you want to get signed, but sell but start opening. So I think that's what I want to do is start opening so I can display more and not have this massive stuff behind me.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna keep one of everybody mint for autos,
and they might not even be in this room. Like I might just box them up, label the box, and just have it in the garage with the opportunity, the future to have them signed or something like that. But because if I'm at WWE World and Nikki Cross is signing, like she's not, like I don't need to display that. But also, what am I going to do? Sell it for $11? Like it's not, But if I can have it signed, like that's cool.
Yeah,
especially again if it's female, I can sign Marley. But I mean, right now I have 8 Ultimates that are just sitting on the floor because I don't have shelf room to display. They're signed. I don't have shelf room to display them, so I got to figure that out. But I have been grabbing. I don't necessarily want to open Ultimates, although some I have 3, 4, 5 of them because they were just on such ridiculous sale I couldn't help myself. But I need to start opening. I want to open one of each and probably do like a whole display, like signed mock and then one in front or something like that. At least one of each guy.
Will Boberg says you're wrong, Tom. You need Slammy Hogan. You need Mr. Nanny Hogan. You need Suburban Commando Hogan. How about Young Jeezy in the pickup truck Hogan?
Oh, you know
from
what I
the
would
TV
keep
show?
is
It's a deep cut. I don't know if
the
it
one
would.
playing the guitar, the Hogan playing the
Oh,
guitar. I'd
hell
definitely
yeah.
keep that one too.
Hell yeah.
But
That's a good call, Nick. I mean, I never want to open my ultimates, but opening the elites might be is obviously a good way to save space. But then I feel like when I open them, I'm going to be like, oh, well, I don't need. Then I'll realize I don't need one when I open it. And
I
it's
just
like,
don't want to. I don't want to have to buy like $200 worth of stands.
No, I don't even use stands anymore, dude.
But I
You still
don't
use
want to
stands?
use. But I also don't want to do risers either because like, I think for all the pain that everybody does, like buying the risers, you could just buy, like wood at Depot.
Oh yeah,
and
or just like
make
yeah,
blocks. Like
yeah.
it's not that hard to
Or to
do
get
that,
those
guys.
like long like baseball card boxes that would work just as good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
correct,
They don't look as nice, but yeah. There's a lot of different ways you can go.
I'd like to take these off the wall and run the LEDs behind them, but I don't know if I care that much about
Oof,
the lighting.
man, that's a week off right there. You can, you know.
I had 9 days off. I did not walk in this room more than twice.
This is the first time I've been down here since Christmas time. But if you guys in the chat have any collecting resolutions for yourself, mine is to finally buy this Serpentor from Will Boberg that I've been waffling on for a year and a half. He probably doesn't even have it anymore.
I got to start paying attention to those releases. That's what I need to do with the classifieds, because there's so many I don't care about, but I mean, and I don't want to start collecting them. But there's certain guys that I just absolutely loved, especially my wrestling. In my Fig Fed, that I just feel like I need like Road Pig.
That would be such a cool collection to recreate your like childhood Fig Fed.
I need Road Pig. I need
yeah.
if they do the other version of Crocmaster. I need, the Fire Guy, so I could read in Flint, so I could redo the WCW tag team of Private Todd Champion and Firebreaker Chip. What were they? The Patriots? Is that there something like that?
I do have a resolution in 2025 to go to Toy Vomit in Kentucky on like a random weekend. Hopefully, coordinate with you guys, and of course, go up to Connecticut, visit you guys again. Probably bring the wife up there. She won't care if I. Well, she'll want to go more than me because she wants to go to that freaking flea market. But, yeah. That's about it. I mean, I have some personal goals for the pod and our social media and our YouTube. I really want to get that stuff built up a little bit more. I won't say what numbers I'm chasing, but keep posting there, keep following us there. That always helps us. Boberg still has the Serpentor, so that's good. Might be my white whale. Need to buy from you. What else was I gonna say? Shit.
That's an interesting conversation we should have in the group too. Is do you have a white whale anymore since the vaults and the from the vaults and the greatest hits exists?
Yeah, it's probably a lot less than people it used to be.
Is it only people that just aren't signed? That's how we do it now. Like, oh, it is the Rick Martel Legends because there's no other way to get him. Like,
yeah, or the demo. It's like probably down to Demolition,
LOD.
Legion of Doom. Yeah, Legion of Doom. Yeah,
even like Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah,
will probably be up there too.
Yeah,
Russell. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, my New Year's goal is to stop starting new lines then selling them and losing heaps of money. Wow, that's man. Read right off my list. Yeah, I mean,
I never really. Well, I don't some shit. I need to, but like, I know in the major pod group, like that was that DCA would always do that, right?
Yeah, you'd buy stuff and just flip it.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do all the masters in a raffle today." And he'd sell, probably make $400 on the raffle. He's like, "I don't care."
Nick, you need to just have like a yard sale of your own in our group and just take pictures like one day because you got in that garage, you got a lot of non-wrestling stuff. Then it's just you from charities and giveaways and stuff,
Oh yeah, I need to. Yeah. I think there's a way to have like a rotating whatnot stream. Like if it's like I don't want to sell every week, but if you were like if you took a month or you took a week, I took a week, Tom took a week, or if we had, or just dude, I'll pay J&J to come up here, like just come up here and help me, just
Oh,
use their
that's a
stream,
good call. Yeah,
use their like their
log
outlet
into
to
their
sell
thing.
and work that out, or even you have like Fig Heel and Fig Vault, like they kind of have, they each have streams, but they're not like consistent with it. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't think they're like
no, because I think
single...
Kyle Peterson and My Damn Toys are
Yeah.
the same way. They all do it. They don't do it like regularly. And I
But
was
if
looking
it's like if you kind of had a featured person in like in our community, that if you were like, all right, every Tuesday night 8:00, like, and if we just kind of rotated, I mean, I don't know how you do the revenue or how you at the end of the year you settle the taxes, but
the problem it has to ship from a certain place.
Correct. Yeah.
So it wouldn't. It's tough. I had to look more into it. Will Boberg says he has a Kurt Angle item. I guarantee Phil doesn't have. Oh, I think you need to post a picture of that.
You think it's the baby? I mean, dude. He has the baby.
Yeah,
I have the baby. I have the porcelain doll. I have the Kurt Angle coffee mug. I got a lot of stuff, man. We'll see what you have. You know where to find me, Will. Okay, I guess
integrities. You must have the integrities, right?
Integrities? What? What's that?
3 eyes.
It's like the Wheaties box.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, the Jax one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got that mock and loose.
What are probably the 10 Jax things I have?
That's a great. I mean, those
again.
are cool.
That was an early J&J whatnot stream where nobody, they had to sell stuff cheap to build a following, and look at them now.
Oh, they're all over the place. Yeah,
dude, I'm killed in those early ones.
Will Bobrick says he has a Kurt Angle licensed wrestling singlet from his amateur wrestling career. I definitely do not have that. I don't know if that would count in my collection, but that would be freaking sick.
What's it smell like?
I know. Yeah, does it smell good? Can I smell the crotch? All right. Should we get into weekly purchases?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, StreamYard moved everything around.
This
No
is
problem.
Dude, I'm looking around. I don't know what I have.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Money. Yeah, there you go. Keep it going. Money.
Oh, it was playing. It wasn't playing for me.
Yeah, it was playing. Yeah, you stopped it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Fucked it up. No, it's okay. This is presented by somebody. Whoa. Woo, okay.
I can't hear it. Sorry.
Favorite segment, Andrew RDL knows it's time for the money. This is brought to you in part by our friends at Ringside Collectibles. Use code Big Cave for 10% off there. Yeah, this might be one of the few weeks I have 0 purchases. Besides, I forgot to put on my last week. I got these new Sony headphones that are pretty freaking amazing, pretty comfortable. I've been using these same Soul Republic headphones since the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2012. So I don't know how many episodes of 3 different iterations of podcasts.
These are the Zach eGolf monitors he told the group to get.
Oh, nice. Very nice. These are nice. I can't do in the ear for podcasting. I got to do over the ear.
These are good. They're very comfortable. Like
yeah.
Style.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's it. And then I bought a shirt from an Undertaker shirt that our buddy Mike Lanham had put in the our chat from Bootdega. I don't know if you ever heard of that website, Bootdega.
Dude,
bootdega.co.
I got. What did I get? That mine came from. I get the ads too from those like Matt Botvin, Bootdega. I got one from On Camera or On Audience, and it was merch from the Tangiers from the movie Casino.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It was. I'll forward it to you.
Is it still a thing? Was this recent?
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can say. Yeah. It's like the Tangiers with.
Where he wants every blueberry to be the same size, or every blueberry muffin.
Get it right.
I'm going to post the link for this shirt in our group chat here because I bought this Undertaker Dead Man shirt, and it's like it's not printed. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's not like a printed on the shirt. It's like part of the shirt.
Sublimative.
Does that make any sense at all? What I just said?
Yeah, you described exactly what it is.
Okay,
Sublimative. Sublimative.
Oh, you just found it. Nice. Yeah.
You sent me the link.
Oh, I did. Oh, okay.
Sublimated.
Sublimated. Yeah,
Oh, Phil, the pre-sale's over for this, but
I'm
I'm
sure
sure somebody
somebody
needs the screenshot.
Yeah, they might be selling extras or something.
Yeah,
but
or
this
you can buy a
Bodega
matchbook
shirt
with
is good.
with Ace on the matchbook, an ashtray.
Oh, that's cool. I might buy more from this Bodega this website. Most of the stuff is sold out though. All the wrestling stuff is. But their shirts are quality.
I got an LOD shirt from them a while back.
I don't even know what their Instagram, if they even have an Instagram or anything. But that's it. That's all I bought this week. And my son has been getting big into watching card breaks on YouTube. Never was a YouTube kid. Now starting to get into like baseball card breaks on YouTube. So trying to get him. I'm trying to plan a trip. His birthday is in March, St. Patrick's Day. So me and the wife are trying to plan a trip to Orioles, Sarasota. Surprise him, just pull him out of school, saying he's got a doctor's appointment, and fly down to Sarasota and go to like 2 or 3 games and hang out down there in March. Be pretty fun. I've never been to spring training. Have you?
No, I would love to do it.
Yeah, be cool.
I got no weekly purchases either.
Wow, hell of a week.
Guys have really changed.
Oh no, I have I ordered $2, $3, and $4 AEW figures. Me and Sapienza teamed up just so we'd have stuff for next year's toy drives. So in my living room are 33 figures. I did not use code FigCave. I used the free ship because it was going to be like $40 to ship it.
Oh, hell no.
So I grabbed that, and then the only thing I think I got this week, because I don't know when all my ringside stuff came in, was from Jason Doggins Blevins in the Fig Cave group. I got a loose Ronda Rousey Ultimate for my Ultimate loose display when it's eventually done. So grabbed it Sunday, he shipped it out, and I can't believe we got here already. But I guess that extra day of shipping New Year's didn't, help. So, but I think that's all I ordered. It's crazy. So we will be happy to hear this episode.
Yeah, she will. Make sure she listens.
I was gonna say this will be the one she doesn't listen to.
Yeah.
Can we talk real quick about these cornbread gummies? I feel like I did not give them a proper. You've been on them? You've been doing them?
I just took one before we started.
Nice. I took these on New Year's Eve. I took a whole one. These are from our friends at Cornbread THC Gummies. Definitely like super mellow. I don't know if you're like. They don't make me paranoid. They don't make me like freak out. It's just more like a.
They don't make you talk about Lamar Jackson, which is nice.
No, yeah, I do that a lot. But they are 100% federally legal.
Especially
you can
under the influence.
They can ship them anywhere in the continental U.S. except for Idaho. And with our code FigCave, you get 25% off your first order. And Nick even got some for his. They make dog CBD oils. Have you given those to Buster?
Ollie?
I know. I don't know your dog's name. Sorry.
Which is crazy because Buster was my fucking dog I grew up with.
Oh, wow. Maybe I knew that.
Ollie was, Ollie, I don't know what is ever going to calm this dog down.
Oh, wow.
Guys, I have this insane pit, and he all love. He just wants to, like, hug you. He wants to hug you. He wants to greet you, meet you. He wants to mount Phil's kid for some reason, but he does.
Yeah.
He's not angry. He doesn't bite. He doesn't like, but he's just intense when you walk in. And then as long as you don't have food, he's chill as fuck. So I've been trying the CBD drops in some of his food, and I guess I'm not really here. Like it's mostly been, work days. Yeah. So I'm not really here to see if he's like super chill in the crate or not. But I mean, we're trying everything with this guy. He had the ACL surgery. He's been on trazodone ever since. And,
oh my gosh!
Yeah, he's just insane. So, but I have not had a chance to do the gummies yet. I know mine are just CBD ones, but I'm still like,
still mellows you out.
Yeah, I just need the day to do them just to make sure that, because any foreign substance like that in my body, I'm like, I can't. This is why I just stopped weed at all, is because I can't chill. I think I can mentally like break like myself out of
you're
it.
like my wife. My
Yeah,
wife
I
like
just
puts her like defenses up where it doesn't even affect her sometimes.
illegal weed for years would never bother me. You get high, relax, whatever. The second like government, like as soon as government weed came along, like all these dispensaries and stuff, I can't. I don't like not being in control, and they just mess me up beyond control.
Well, these are super smooth. I'd highly
Yeah.
recommend them. First, USDA approved THC gummies. Like I said, use our code Big Cave 25% off cornbread gummies. Um, I like them because I'm not drinking anymore. Tom, you haven't been drinking for years now, so it's a nice little way to still have fun and kind of relax.
Yeah.
I mean, I talked about last week. Like I touched on how I did I did CBDs were like a thing for a while for me. I love vaping. I loved vaping CBDs, no matter how stupid I looked. Sorry, vapors out there, but like, it's a tough one. But like I always felt very relaxed. Like I thought it really helped with muscle recovery and stuff like that. Like I definitely believe in like the benefits of things from the earth. Like it's there for us, but holistic type stuff. But I just want to make sure that I have absolutely nothing to do when I take this and make sure I'm cool.
Andrew is asking, the website is cornbreadhemp.com. Cornbreadhemp.com.
And the dog CBDs are corn dog flavored.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
That's creative. They have
Yeah.
THC and CBD gummies. So pick your poison there. And I think we're done with all our top 5 lists, right? Do we have anything else? We've done Jazzwares, we've done Elites, Ultimates, Independents. What do you think about just the wrestling space in general in 2025? Retros, have we seen the boom already in retros? I feel like we're going to see less retros in 2025.
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
it safe to say?
No, because now, like, regardless if we're over it, all the people that are making them have stuff coming in.
That's true.
And people are kind of learning the art of, is there a week-long gap in between someone's leveraging contract? Are they renegotiating? Oh, I can hit them up and swoop in and look at Rick Tito.
Right.
Obviously, Tito had a contract. They swooped in. What's the window on these people? Did Dustin not immediately resign? Did he give it a couple days? Is it possible that we get some Gold Dust and Dustin stuff?
Oh, that'd be cool.
From some indie toy makers.
They are getting better and better, like you mentioned earlier.
I agree.
Yeah. So across the board.
I think everybody's got to get comfortable in their own skin. Like, again, we've talked about it, like kind of announcing, but I think Zombie is, if people kept making that scale, that's where the technology would be.
Yeah.
I think that Jack is staying much more true in terms of not doing complete like exact face resculpts, but in the spirit. I don't love Mitch's product, but he's doing a similar thing. Like they are an ode to the originals. I think sometimes too much of an ode with exact molds, but that's whatever.
You know what isn't getting better is the Mattels. They have not really.
They're making them even more cartoony than they ever were.
I was going to say there could be an argument to be made that they could be getting worse.
Yeah, that DX4 pack is not
how
good.
I said I refused to buy the DX4 pack. I got to the point where I looked at it. And by the way, if they were singly packed, I would have bought a shitload for future toy drives. Like getting 4 for $12, $3. Yeah. But just looking at the Triple H face, I was like, why is it so blocky?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like a Sega Genesis face when the technology is already on like PlayStation shit. Like,
yeah,
it's just
especially with the Superstars figures doing so well. I think that's where their focus is.
100%. They just got to fix I mean, just we say it every year. They got to fix the distribution of the Superstars.
Yeah.
So, but I love that line. I think they're so cool. Like, they are cartoony and fun. They're cartoony in the most fun way. Like,
Yeah.
I just said I didn't like the retros being too cartoony. Like, these are like
Meant
80s
to be.
action movie cartoony. Like, everybody's jacked.
Mhm.
Everybody's, somehow but it's like real face sculpts and then a cartoon body.
Yeah.
So,
Tom, any thoughts? Doesn't it have to be about retros or independent companies? Any predictions you think we see, or any like what are we most excited for? I mean, obviously that Great Muta figure is one that I think is going to really be a standout in 2025. Those two Ultimates, I think we're talking March, April is when they come out. So that's early in the year. I don't know. We tried to talk about it on our Ultimates list. We didn't really have anything that we haven't seen yet from Ultimates. I think maybe along the lines of the Greatest Grudges 2-pack, we see some cool, inventive stuff with that.
I talked about it last week. I still can't believe that we don't have a New Day Ultimates, any like incarnation of them.
Yep. Yeah, that is surprising. That'd be a cool 2-3-pack tag team. I don't know how they could do it in the same size box, but they'll figure
you have
out
like
a way.
a Greatest Grudge or something like that, or like a pay-per-view moment 2-pack that you'd like to see? I guess I really haven't thought too much about it, but
I would like to see Wembley Stadium Bret Hart British Bulldog 2-pack.
Okay. Yeah.
That's from a pay-per-view. I mean, it's not like
we would never get this, but it would be very cool with the Coliseum collection, or not Coliseum collection, but like how they're kind of copying, mimicking the Coliseum home video packaging to get figures. And maybe you could do it. Nah, you couldn't do it this way. Never mind. But if they could figure out a way to somehow do the packaging for the Royal Rumble, 1992 Royal Rumble, where there's just like the cartoon guys walking down the street. I mean, there's some guys that aren't under contract. Legion of Doom's on there. I'm looking at the poster right now. Flair, Macho Man. But the rest of the guys, it's Hogan, Jake the Snake, Piper, Big Boss Man, Mr. Perfect, Earthquake, Big Boss Man, Hacksaw's not under contract either. Slaughter and Taker. Like, you could do some kind of. My original thought was like, you pick what Ultimate you want from like the set that they can make, and then they put two of the Ultimates in that final packaging of the Royal Rumble, like VHS.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But Puma and Jay Dunsel, his customs guy, need to piece together an entire Royal Rumble street clothes set for figure photography. That'd be huge.
I would also like
awesome suggestions in our chat here. RVD and Cena One Night Stand 2-pack from our buddy Peter Jones. Yeah. And this is a good one from Boberg, the Coliseum Collection. We're going to get another ring in 2025. Coliseum Collection ring that looks like the LJN ring. That's a great call. What they put a Heenan with that, or a King Haku, or I don't know what you do, but that's a great call.
I would love to see. I know Nick's on board with this, but I would love to see a Haku Ultimate, or even an Elite.
Yep, anything in Mattel packaging.
Yeah, I would also like to see though a Superstars ring.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Would it be in between the size of the retro ring and the Elite ring, the Ultimate ring? Or
maybe that's why they haven't done it yet. Like, I have mine in that black retro ring that came out.
It's probably too small though, right?
Is the Legends ring too tall? You think?
What do you mean Legends ring?
Yeah, I have both right here. I know you guys can't really see it. But I have like my Bret Hart's in that Legends ring.
What's Legends rings? What do you mean?
The one Target that came with the blue cage.
Sorry. Yeah, good call.
Is that too big, Tom? Is it too tall for like a Superstars?
Yeah, I think so. And the retro ring is like just a touch too small. But
I will say Jesse Ventura with that LJN ring.
That's a good call. He also said, do we see a crowd fund for Mattel in 2025? I hope so.
I don't think so.
No? Again? It's been a couple years now.
It's been 1 year.
It's been 1 year?
Well, I guess it would be 2 in WrestleMania season.
Yeah.
Just give us smaller things so we can do it more often. Because maybe that whole arena is too much for people.
Right.
Because people, but it is as much as I feel like Steve, I was like, when we had him on, I said, is it like, do you guys pay attention to the aftermarket? And he's like, no, that's not really our thing. But it's like, but if you did, you would have seen like that the ultimates were so important to people, the figures,
Yeah.
because that's what we collect. Like the ring is just like a bonus. Same as the Nitro stage. It was like, what ultimates are we getting? So it needs to be, that needs to be the focus. Right? The figure needs to be the focus.
Yeah, good call.
Unless
Yeah,
it's something, at least for something that big, but something or that price point, but smaller. People keep saying the DX Jeep would still work.
oh my god, that'd be great. Or the Lex
know.
Express.
Yep.
That's a little too big.
You know what? Just give me a Lex Express package where it's him,
Like
where it's
the
Lex,
milk
even
truck.
if it's Lex and Yoko. Give me the bus as the package, and give me Lex and Yoko in there.
Man,
Yeah,
yeah,
Like the milk truck with Austin, Steph, and
yeah.
or even if it's that,
That
and then
other
on the
guy.
back, if the back is the Intrepid with the ring. I don't know, something.
Mhm.
Yep. Some way to do it. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things they can do. I'm sure we'll see some stuff. Somebody was asking maybe in the group or where or in a chat that when do we see our next set of reveals? I don't know if it'll be Royal Rumble or if it's going to be all the way at WrestleMania.
I think
I
we'll
mean,
see
I say all.
something
No,
small
they'll
at
do one of
Royal
those like
Rumble.
WWE.com, like
Yeah. For like
which even barely anything new. It's just like updated renders and imaging.
Yep. Well, Boberg says barbershop window, the Piper's Pit, the Brother Love. How about like a display thing that's on one side is like a Piper's Pit, on the reverse side is the funeral parlor or something, and like have it come with 4 ultimates, but make it like
you could do all 4. You could just do all 4. Just have them all be like 90-degree angles.
oh
Like a
yeah,
territory.
that'd be cool. Cool for figure photography.
Yeah,
Spin it for a change.
give me what would you need? Piper, Brutus, who you have. You already have a Brother Love. I mean, people already have, and then funeral. Paul Bear.
Yeah.
That works.
I'm excited to see what Mattel does. I think they're just rolling. I'm a little worried about the new factory with some of these errors and paint mistakes and stuff, but hopefully that gets cleared up pretty quick.
I think it will.
Yeah. I guess AEW Jazzware is just going to roll along. I don't really know.
Stop going so far with the announcements, and people won't be disappointed.
They
Right.
kind of
It's pretty-
settled into their groove a little bit here, but
I'm noticing more. Like I've been to Target a bunch this week with Logan being out of school. He wants to spend all his Christmas money, and I've been noticing more and more AEW figures both in Walmart and Target.
oh yeah, they're all over the place.
All the area ones are still just Brody, just the Walmart exclusive. But I know that I see that remnants of the newer of like the regular waves at Target, but I just never see like a full set.
Yeah, and those pay-per-view ones are everywhere too.
Russell from Australia asking, "Do we ever see Macho come back to Mattel?" No,
man.
because
no,
I think eventually they will.
I think 3-4 more years. Yeah, you're right. Eventually, but like it's not for a while. It's not like this year. It's not next year. I think it's just. Again, it had to be. You've heard me say a bunch of times, but like it had to have been Lanny was managing it, and there was a lapse, and now the person that's managing, whether it was ex-wife or somebody else, is just they're coming and saying, "Hey, how much is it to license figures for 3 years for my company?" Oh, it's blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're just getting checks cut to them instead of waiting on residual after residual.
And they probably know they have Mattel. They can go back to Mattel whenever they want. I mean, tomorrow they could go back there and they would be signing a deal. So, but I'm sure I don't know which more. I mean, it's probably more lucrative to sign with 10 different companies like they are now than just one.
And I go back to this every once in a while, but like when I talked to $1 Million Man for a little bit at Squared Circle Expo, and he mentioned that the merch, in which figures obviously falls under that, the merch deals, like they don't get paid that much. Where they really make their money is the video games.
Yeah.
Which Macho's in the video games.
But I have a feeling they made those deals and then his contract expired. So like 2K24 came out March-ish, April-ish, maybe even before that. So I I would say that the deal lapsed after that. Is
Yeah.
my thought.
Good stuff from the chat. You guys are helping us
Yeah.
steer the ship here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're fully into 2025. We'll have some slower weeks here, but we'll come up with some cool stuff and some ideas from you guys in our Facebook group of what we should talk about. I'm sure we'll get back to our what are we calling it, where we were picking like a
Best of?
best of elites.
Yeah, I just haven't thrown it in our chat just because
No, we don't need it with all the rankings and stuff. Yeah.
We don't want a whole podcast of lists.
You know, I'd just rather talk about Taco Bell.
Yeah. And ask us what we're doing this weekend.
Yeah.
I have to go to a cousin's Christmas.
Oh,
another Christmas?
Christmas is over, bro.
It's for the kids, like all like that. But I don't want to go.
Oh God, sounds bad.
It sounds awful. I think I've guilt tripped into going, and I don't want to go.
I've got a full hockey weekend, so
I wish I had a full hockey weekend.
New York State, Massachusetts, I'm gonna be all over the place.
Did you guys do anything for New Year's Eve? Did we talk about this?
Squid Game season 2.
How is that? I've watched the first couple episodes.
People saying they didn't love it as much, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
It had a different feel, right? It had a different feel than the first season.
Some people can. To me, it's rare to find a TV show that comes back just as hard in the second season.
Yeah,
honestly, like it's that simple. Like I'll say, Prison Break I think Prison Break season 1 is one of the greatest seasons of television history. It's perfect. It's fucking perfect. In season 2, it's just ain't.
What show are you talking about?
Prison Break.
Oh yeah.
And then 3, it just got. How many prisons
like,
can you get? Can you get out?
They just keep giving them money, and they keep making new stories. And
yeah, and I loved it. I watched it till the end. It got very convoluted, but it's the same thing with But Squid Game was so different than everything we saw, and it was perfect pandemic watching that now it's like, oh, okay,
I will tell you the one thing that I hate about it is
it.
the English dubbing and hearing some of the
Doesn't
shit
match.
they say. No. And it's like the same 3 actors are doing the dubbing for like this show. And you ever watch the show Dark or some whatever that is on Netflix, like a Swedish type show? It was like the same voice, like the same actors. Are like, they just sound like they have 3 people that just do all the voices, which kind of throws me off a little bit. I switched it over to like just doing the subtitles, and then they talk in Korean. That makes me get into it a little bit more.
Zoe was like, "Does it bother you that it doesn't the dub doesn't match the subtitles?" I was like, "No."
Some of the shit they say is like,
I'm just used to it by
like
now.
that. Yeah,
I'm just used to it by now.
Yeah. Tom, you went to a party / dinner at a friend's house, right?
Yeah, we just went to dinner at friends. It's like a couple that we're friends with, who's friends like Logan's. One of Logan's best friends is their kid. Just has some dinner, played some games, played some categories.
Nice.
I'm actually nasty at categories. I lost this time, but I'm usually pretty nasty. And yeah, we were home by like 9:30 and in bed.
Beautiful.
I did not stay up till midnight.
I did stay up till midnight. Went to bed shortly after there. I forget what we went down for sushi. Me and the wife and the kid. Like I said, we made our resolutions lists, and then came home. What did we watch? I think we watched that Mr. Beast show for most of the night. And then went to bed, and I slept till like 10 o'clock the next day, which was amazing.
I kind of popped up at 11:55, like, oh, I could put on like Hulu or something because I don't have it. Like, I don't know what streaming service would have like any kind of.
They all do now. Yeah,
but I was like, nah, I'm good. Then I woke up at 12:03, like, oh, I missed it. Did not feel like I blew it. I'm good.
We are excited for Netflix. We'll recap that next week. Raw on Netflix. Oh, I didn't even talk about my house show experience over the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. No, 2 things that really stood out. Dominic, the heat that Dominic gets is real. Like he could not talk on the mic. I don't know if it's just become like a thing that people know to do now, but just booed mercilessly. And then New Day is heels killed it. I mean, they were like shitty heels, and fought a tag team of CM Punk and Rey Mysterio.
Nice.
Yeah, which was random.
What an easy night of work for all four of those guys.
Oh, dude, they loved it.
They must just
CM Punk was gyrating and trying to be funny, and yeah, it was good.
Did he come out in his towel?
No, didn't come out in the towel. He did come out to save Damian Priest from Gunther in the steel cage, but
I'm watching heels, so watching him as Ricky Rabies, I've been enjoying.
They were selling signed, bigger than 8x10s, probably like 2x2s. I don't know. Signed posters of CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and LA Knight. $25 at the merch stand. They said this right before intermission, so me and Nash book it to the merch stand. Sold out of CM Punks already. People were already in line for them earlier. But I got a signed Seth Rollins poster for $25.
That's
yeah,
he's a
but
tough signature.
CM Punk,
for,
CM Punk would have been great. We checked a couple of them; they were all out of them, but it's pretty cool. We'll get it framed up for him. But it was a good show. I mean, house shows are.
And you guys can go to Michael's for frames to anything, and you can use the discount code they give you when you walk in the store.
Yes,
because they will find one for you.
50% off. Always.
Yeah,
there's always some code.
Yeah.
January, we should be talking about Royal Rumble mode. Will Boberg says, "Yeah, I guess we are closing in. We do that fun thing in the Facebook group where everyone, 30 of us, take a spot, and we all put up an elite figure. Whether we have one extra or we buy one from Amazon or Ringside, and whoever's wrestler wins from their number gets all 29 other people to send them a wrestling figure." Which is a pretty fun. I've never won, but
this is not a knock on Darius, but and this is my fault. A couple years ago, I was like, "Hey, like this one guy won. Like, a couple of you guys want to chip in and get him like one dream figure?" And a couple people did it, and it was like cool. But now, like, the expectation is that you can make a list and people will chip in to buy you what you want.
Yeah.
But that's not the spirit of it.
No,
that's not the spirit of it at all. It needs to go back to 29 random fucking elites.
Yeah.
But it was hard because Darren's such a contributing member of like the face.
Somebody's gonna get this $2.99 Chris Statlander.
Oh yeah,
I was $1.99 for me. You got screwed, dude.
Yeah, it might have been definitely getting a Trish Stratus. Actually,
Andrew,
we got superstars lying around for somebody.
Facebook group. Yes, you should join the Facebook group.
Yes, Andrew.
I've actually been telling him about that. He doesn't have Facebook. That's why he's not in the group. He is a Patreon member, but that's half the fun of the Patreon, dude. Come hang out. Just make a Facebook and just for that,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing really else on.
We'll have to vouch for you because people are like, this guy just joined Facebook. So you see
actually, Facebook Marketplace is good. I would say if that's a good reason to have Facebook for like buying like random shit. And I actually use the events thing for like if I'm like wherever we can't think of something to do, I go to that events tab and like it has like your area. It'll have like little concerts or like if a stand-up comedian is in town or if there's a paint night or something, it just has a little, because I'm not in tune with like whatever's going around in my area. I'm not plugged in. So but yeah, that's it. A pretty good show. Hour and a half, tight. We're ringing in 2025. I'm excited for this year. Excited for the pod. I'm excited to do this with you guys. Christine was reminding me all of the terrible podcast co-hosts I've had over the years that have like bailed on me or just, done me wrong. And, I got lucky with you guys. This goes back years. This goes back to my Ravens podcast. I had a girl with me on that podcast that just kind of like stopped like showing up. We would drive a 45-minute drive together every week to the studio. This is before like Zoom was a big thing. We would drive together. We would take turns. And one week she just didn't show up and just stopped calling me. She's a pretty knowledgeable chick on Raven stuff. And she just, Then I replaced her with a buddy of mine I work with who was good. And he called me one day and said, I prayed on it and I don't think I can do the podcast anymore. I said, oh, you prayed on it to not do the podcast. God told you not to do a podcast with me.
Interesting.
But I've had many co-hosts over the years, but none as good as you two, I will say.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
But yeah, anything else you guys want to add about 2025 before we get the hell out of here?
I've done a few podcasts myself, and I've had way better co-hosts than you guys.
Oh, okay. I was when I was thinking about.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know you are. I was thinking about the run-in today. I do miss DJ's like TV recommendations because he always had good stuff. Like he was watching.
I got to hip up and talk about heels with him now. Now that I'm almost done with it.
Now you're caught up, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that getting brought onto a different?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix has it, and then he was on Taker's Pod, kind of talking about it. And they're wondering if Netflix kind of bought it with the possibility of maybe come back for a third season. But
yeah.
I don't see people resurrect. Does that happen a lot? Where like these companies like resurrecting?
Oh yeah.
Can somebody do it to Glow? I just want Glow back.
that show was good,
dude.
Yeah,
I've rewatched it 5-6 times.
It's way better than Heels.
It bums me out so much that we didn't get that next season. I want to write to the writers of the show, be like, "Hi, huge fan. What was going to happen?"
I love the tall blonde chick on that. She's never really been anything since then, but she was.
Oh, she was in that Blue State, Red State, right?
Yeah,
right after.
Yeah.
And she was in that weird Chris Evans Alien future movie. But that's it.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Good call.
And Allison Brie, who I wonder if they still let James Franco come to Thanksgiving.
I love her.
Yeah, she's clutch. Anything you need to add or want to add, Tommy? Besides your shitty co-host?
No.
Yeah.
I'm good. Good show, fellas.
All right, great one, guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, great show, guys.
Great show.
Great show, guys.
I don't think he's talking about us. I think he's talking about something else. But
great show.
Check us out. The Fig Cave on Instagram, Cave Fig on Twitter whenever we want to post. And join our Patreon, support us, $1 per month. Get you in. All the giveaways, all the good shit.
Oh, I got to do the giveaway for the MVP. The MVP autograph.
Hell yeah.
I'll do that in the Facebook groups probably early next week. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe
Tom
Friday.
Sheehan, I mailed your figure out, dude. Tom.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Yes.
All
Good night, everybody.
Later, guys.
night.
Thanks
Stay
for popping
classy.
in for the Patreons.
Wash your butt cheeks.
Oh.
Good habit.